Hey everybody, well, I just wanted to show you some setups for the Panther Chameleons. Been getting a few requests about this. I was at the Tinley Park show and some people were noticing the setups and stuff like that, so I want to go ahead and just show you guys what I do. Now, this is just for the baby panthers. I also have adult panthers, but these cages are 18 by 18 by 36. They're fully screened. And what I do is I have these dowel rods in here. My pretty girl right there. But I have these dowel rods in here, and I have them about 6 to 8 inches from the top, and then in the middle, and then 2 rows, one in the front, one in the back. And how I connect it is I use these little thumbtacks. Now, the problem with the thumbtacks is if you don't put some kind of supports or sway braces or something like that, these will actually spin. So the chameleon will be sitting on the top of it and then just spin around. So you want to put something connecting the rest of the rods and stuff like that. You want to have some kind of live plant in here. I have a Prothos right now. I did have some like palm trees or whatever, not palm trees, but palm looking bush, and those are fine for chameleons. Another thing is ficus. There's actually quite a few chameleon safe plants I've found if you just do a search on the internet, and you could find you know, I think FL cams or FL chameleons, sorry, has a complete list. So I have a lot of some of the fake stuff right here right now, just to try and fill it up a little bit and give them something to crawl on. The lighting, you need UVB. I like to use the linear light because over here in this guy's cage I have the dome. Now with the dome, it just shines directly on top. It doesn't give a very wide spectrum, you know, across the whole cage. With the linear light, you can see I have I believe this is a 20-inch high output, so it's HO UVB light. And I also have in there a grow light for the plants. If you don't have the grow light, obviously you're going to have problems with the plants growing and stuff like that, and you're going to have a lot of dead plants in there. So with that, it definitely helps. Now the female panthers, this is, I mean, you could go bigger than this, the 18 by 18 by 36, but you don't need to. With the males, you do need to. You need to get a little bit bigger of a cage. Here's my male cage. You got this guy. That guy in the back is getting shipped off to Miguel at AEP. And I have another one in here somewhere. Obviously there's enough cover and he's hiding pretty good. Oh, it's right there. Actually, that's the one, I think. I'll have to check them out closer. They're both shedding. Okay, alright. So, but this is the setup, you know, I just use twist ties. You could use zip ties or some kind of line to tie them together, just so that they're more sturdy. Basking light. The basking light, I just have an incandescent light bulb. That's all you need. You don't need anything special. As long as they have some heat in there. Now for heating, I have it on a care sheet here, but for the babies and juveniles less than 9 months old, ambient temperature of 72 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and a basking temperature of 82 degrees. Or 70, the ambient is 72 to 80, basking is 82. The adult males, basking is 75 to 80, with basking at 85 to 90. And the adult females with the same ambient of 75 to 80 degrees with a basking of 80 to 85. So usually in this room here I have my little heater. It's in the basement. It says 74, it should kick on. But I have it right around 77 degrees. And in the background you can hear the crickets and bugs and stuff for these guys. But this is basically a bug room. And yeah, they do well. You have to have the basking light off the top. I try to keep it, you know, the sticks 6 to 8 inches. I have the basking light up here in the dome. And what else we got? So that's the basking, the temperature, the UVB, and we have misting. For misting, I have an automatic mister on here. I'm going to turn it on for a minute just to show you guys, but it's a little loud. So it comes on automatically a couple times a day. You can mist. Some people mist as much as 3 times or as little as 3 times a day. Some people mist every hour. With the misting, the panthers do need water. That's how they drink. They drink the water from the leaves. They don't drink out of a cup. I have the mister on a timer along with the lights. Now the lights come on, say 7:30 in the morning. The mister comes on an hour after the lights, so the chameleons have a chance to warm up a little bit. And that's just my setup. Obviously everybody's has a little bit different. So when the lights stay on for 12 hours a day, and the water stays on for 10 hours a day. The water comes on an hour after the lights, and it goes off an hour before the lights. So it's pretty much, you know, set up where, you know, I go to work in the morning, and you know, the babies, before they're 6 months old, you have to feed them twice a day. So I'll put some crickets in there, or some, you know, superworms or something like that, just in the morning, and I'll feed them again. It's always a good idea to give them a little variety, because the chameleons only eat insects. So they eat dubia roaches, superworms, crickets. You want to make sure you gut load them. So when, you know, any kind of vegetables is obviously good. You gotta be careful with citrus, but leafy greens, collard greens, romaine lettuce, carrots works very good. I like doing the baby carrots and stuff like that because it's a good source of water, basically, for the insects. So I believe that's about it. If you have any questions, please let me know. We have the pins on the side. Live plants are always good. It's actually preferred. I don't have anything live in here. I have my babies down here. So that plant's going to come up into the big cage when these get a little bit older. But right now it's the middle of October, and it's kind of hard to find live plants around here. So I got to give these guys have the live plant on the bottom. The live plant helps with the moisture. Oh, on the sides also, I have a shower curtain around the 3 sides. This helps retains the humidity inside the cage. These 2 don't have it, but you know, I can always add to it as well. When the females get a little bit bigger, you want to put a lay bin in there. Now granted, this isn't the biggest lay bin. I actually have a bigger one, but this is just in case, because usually at about 6 months old they could start producing eggs. When you get a female, you want to make sure that they have a lay bin in there, or you pay attention to them and get a lay bin in there when they start wandering around the bottom or scratching or digging or anything like that, because the females could get egg bound and end up dying on you. So if you see a female start changing the eating habits or starting to wander around the bottom of the cage, get a lay bin in there. Like I said, this one is just temporary, but that's just in case any of the females, they're only 5 months, a little over 5 months old now, so pretty soon they should start getting more towards maturity, and I'll have to separate these as well. So that's about it. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and leave your comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll keep you posted on what's going on over here. I have I'll show you the setup I had at Tinley. Tinley was awesome. Met a bunch of great people, and I'll tell you all about it in the next video. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.